Yay you, Maddie. Yay you. What's going on, everybody? Let me turn that down. I'm Know Nothing Attorney. I know nothing so you can too. Because it's only in embracing that we know nothing that we can actually learn anything. And that's what I aim to do here every time I'm live. I hope to learn from you, and I hope you can learn along with me. Shit's crazy, y'all. Shit's crazy. Before I just kick off into what's crazy, I know I've got some... I'm ready for life to stop being crazy, and I'm just jumping around at this point. There we go. I'm ready for life to stop being crazy so that like I can keep up with the channel and the news and like and stream. But for now, I want to catch up with the Discord because I know Maddie sent some stuff. You woke up at godforsaken 6:30 a.m. On a Saturday? Mucked around for a couple hours? Oh no. Oh no. Okay. Let's see.
Hey Adam, what's something that's not illegal but feels like it should be?
I'm checking in on the stuff that Maddie
what's
shared.
What's something that's not illegal but feels like it should be?
There we go.
The revolving door between government agencies and companies where they hire people from the government to work at the companies who've been overseeing those same companies.
Hey Michael.
Yeah.
What's something that's not illegal but feels like it should be?
There are clauses in contracts with like utilities.
Is that what the rhetoric is? Is that what the discussion is lately, Maddie? People saying this is World War III?
That require any lawsuits against them to be done by arbitration, so that these little $10 surcharges or banks charging excess amounts for loan checks and stuff like that.
Oh,
you can't do a class action. You can only sue for like your like $20 or $75. Can only be done in an arbitration and not.
Yeah, I know that's what you're talking about. I was just wondering if that's how other people are talking about it.
They're doing these little surcharges multiplied by millions into billions of dollars or hundreds of millions of dollars for the company with no recourse.
Hey Adam, what's something that's not illegal but feels like it should be?
It's spreading to Dubai? Whoa. What? What? Khomeini's body has been found and he is confirmed dead. Luigi's attorneys on the offensive. St. Luigi?
Case is quiet. His Pennsylvania case is on hold. But in the New York State case this week, KA filed something that's wild. And once again raises more questions about the prosecution than Luigi. Earlier this week, KA filed this challenge to the DA's certificate of compliance. That's basically the DA swearing that they've turned over every piece of required evidence. Except they didn't. According to this filing, DA handed over files that were literally unreadable and only fixed them after KA called them out. Twice. Here's the bigger issue. The prosecution still has not produced documentation in the San Francisco missing person investigation, the one that sparked that big FBI tip back in 2024. And remember that press conference where NYPD detectives told reporters that Luigi's mom supposedly said the shooting was something that she could see Luigi doing? The defense says there's absolutely no documentation she ever said that. None. And the discovery that they do have, that suggests the opposite. Yet that quote was blasted through Fox, People, Yahoo News, Newsweek, and CBS News. And yet the DA can't produce a
I'm
single
starting to
report
think
to
that
back that up.
Luigi's
Now,
gonna
if
get
Luigi's
off
mom never
on
said
this.
this, that means the chief told the public something false about an active homicide investigation. If she did say it, that
Which
means
is
the
just
DA
wild.
is withholding
Yeah, I
something
can't
from
believe
the
that.
defense, which would make their entire compliance certificate invalid. Here's the kicker. Even after filing that COC, the DA kept dumping new evidence on November 6th and November 10th, including body cam footage that they'd had for months.
Oh
This
my
filing
God.
suggests that the narrative that we've all been fed for months might not be lining up with the actual evidence. And Luigi's team is making that very, very clear to the judge. Follow along and we'll see where this goes. Luigi's attorneys are
my
on.
God. Oh, Maddie, I think he might get away with it. That's real fucked.
Point USA event where she
Yeah,
asked the
no
crowd,
kidding.
how many of you, and she said, and I quote, you can clap, and I'm going to play the clip. You can clap. How many of you are satisfied with the Epstein investigation? And it was silence for a second, and then it was met with boos. You know, you could literally watch her in this clip I'm about to show you. You can see the visual at the very end of the whole clip. You can see her face go, oh, we're fucked. Like, you can see it. I don't care what nobody's talking about. You can see it in her face. Like, oh, we're fucked. Like, we're all fucked. Here's the...
How many of you are satisfied? You can clap. Satisfied with the results of the Epstein investigation. Clap.
Clap. Like it's a command.
Okay, I told you to clap. You guys aren't listening. I'm not going to grade you on a curve. So I was going to get to that. How many of you are not satisfied with the results of the investigation?
Well, breaking fuck the
Oh
news.
my God. The little head shake. No. Okay. She knew. Clap. I said clap. Oh my God. Okay. I think you had one more that you had shared before going into the news. She knew it going in. Like, did she prepare that question? Who prepared that question? What?
British politician Paul Gagardi said this.
With all due respect and the most unparliamentary language, fuck you, Deputy Stark. Fuck you.
If you ever feel bad for being mean, I want you to remember Irish politician Paul Gagardi said this.
With all due respect and the most unparliamentary language, fuck you, Deputy Stark. Fuck you.
If you ever feel bad for being mean, I want you to remember
Oh my God. I wish more people were acting like that in our Congress. All right. Yeah, they seem to be more real as far as things like go in conversations on policy. It seems like there's less acting involved. Okay, let's see. God damn it. Okay. Passengers flee, smoke filled. Oh, great. As soon as I... Okay. Passengers flee, smoke filled Dubai airport as Iran attacks major Gulf travel hubs. Wow. So Iran's just going, all right, fuck all you guys. Okay. Okay. I guess not just fuck all you guys, but I guess that's a good defensive tactic because people have to get their what do they call that? Their logistics in order, and if you're bombing all the ways into the Gulf, then hard to get logistics moving. Oil field going up? Oh God. Passengers rushed to evacuate one of the world's busiest airports on Sunday after a reported Iranian strike. Here, let's hit that again. Yeah. Dramatic footage shows people fleeing a smoke-filled passageway at Dubai International Airport where officials confirmed 4 staff had been injured. Airport officials did not say what sparked the evacuation, but aviation sources told the Reuters news agency that an overnight Iranian attack damaged one of the terminals at the airport. Dubai in the UAE is the biggest tourism and trade hub in the Middle East. Its airport is one of the world's busiest, serving as a home base for Emirates, a leading international airline. UAE airports have established themselves as key nodes for connecting flights all over the world. Last year, Dubai and Abu Dhabi's hubs handled a combined 127.7 million passengers, according to official figures. Okay, alright, whatever. Cool. Well, that's interesting. Alright, what else we got going on? Oh, whoops. Okay, this is the right spot. So, Maddie, other than the sudden breakout of war, how was your day? Did nothing. Did you just need a recovery day? Where is... There we go.
This case on the agenda is SEB 2024.
So I was really interested in checking this out earlier. Georgia State Election Board finds evidence that Elon Musk committed voter fraud. That's wild. Yesterday was a shit show at your job. Oh, well. I applaud you for doing nothing. Excuse me, I'll be right back. All right, we back.
151 multi-county pre-filled AB applications from November 2024.
The Secretary of State's office initiated an investigation on October 7th, 2024, after receiving complaints from several counties alleging that the organization America PAC, a political campaign, sent partially pre-filled absentee ballot applications to register voters in Chattooga, Cherokee, Coweta, Floyd, and Whitfield counties after the passage of a law that had made such activity unlawful.
Mr. Chair, I think that there is evidence to suggest that America PAC is in violation of 21-2-381 when they sent to an elector pre-filled absentee ballot applications in November of 2024, and evidence to suggest that America PAC is in violation of 21-2-381 when they failed to display
so what are y'all going to do about it?
Location, the statutory language. This is not an official government publication and was not provided to you by any government entity, and this is not a ballot. Mr. Chair, I would move that we issue, I'd make a motion that we
So wait, did they send them fake ballots?
We have a motion to issue a letter of reprimand to America PAC. Is there a second?
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Any further?
Yay, letter of reprimand. Hooray. I asked the question. I said, what are y'all going to do about it? Right. So that's what I heard initially, but then it sounded like the statement they were required to read was, this is not an official government document. No one in government sent you this. Is that all that's required for a pre-filled ballot? Does you have to write that language in? But like, here I am. I say, what are y'all gonna do about it? It's just a letter for reprimand. God damn it. It makes me sad. Russia condemns the U.S. for their unprovoked attack against a sovereign state.
Mr. President, Washington and West Jerusalem's actions are nothing other than yet another unprovoked act of armed aggression against a sovereign and independent UN member state in violation of the Charter of the organization and
I
of the
assume
fundamental
without
principles of
congressional
international law.
authorization, as has been every
They
military
are
action
openly
Trump has
aimed at further interfering
committed.
in the internal affairs of Iran and at destroying
Oh God! Everything is dumb. All news is dumb. All news is dumb. I hate this. Secretary Hegseth announces we will be halting attendance at all Ivy League and similar educational institutes. Will soon announce top to bottom review of all military war colleges. Just let's stop educating our soldiers.
There should exist a sacred trust between America's institutions and our warriors. It should be a trust that demands we develop our finest military leaders with the highest standards so that they are equipped to fight and win our nation's wars with absolute lethality, from basic training to the halls of higher education.
I mean, they started doing that in the first months of the administration, Maddie. They were purging
have always been
military
expected
leadership
to act in the interest of this principle, to
March,
transform
if not
our senior
February.
warfighters into strategic thinkers, capable of mastering the complexities of modern warfare and leading our joint force to victory at every echelon. Unfortunately, this sacred trust has been broken in this military's professional military education system. It's been poisoned from within by a class of so-called elite universities who've abused their privilege and access to this department and utterly betrayed their...
I don't want to sit there for a 4-minute video of Hegseth just, tearing apart our military. Did you hear they're trying to force the sergeants to bid for their contracts? No? What the fuck? We want to low bid on our military leadership? Scouting America says LGBTQA+ kids and girls are still welcome after Pete Hegseth claimed they weren't. God. Yep. Once again, averting Congress, Trump declares war on Iran.
The United States military began major combat operations in Iran. Our objective is to defend the American people by eliminating imminent threats from the Iranian regime, a vicious group of very hard, terrible people. Its menacing activities directly endanger the United States, our troops, our bases overseas, and our allies throughout the world. For 47 years, the Iranian regime has chanted death to America and waged an unending campaign of bloodshed and mass murder, targeting the United States, our troops, and the innocent people in many, many countries. Among the regime's very first acts was to back a violent takeover of the U.S. Embassy in Tehran, holding dozens of American hostages for 444 days. In 1983, Iran's proxies carried out the Marine barracks bombing in Beirut that killed 241 American military personnel. In 2000, they knew and were probably involved with the attack on the USS Cole. Many died. Iranian forces killed and maimed hundreds of American service members in Iraq. The regime's proxies have continued to launch countless attacks against American forces stationed in the Middle East.
This is why he took the day off.
As well as U.S. naval and commercial vessels and international
I thought it was the
shipping
job
lanes.
shit. He took the day off.
It's been mass terror.
Because the news is
and
insane?
We're not going to put up with it any longer. From Lebanon to Yemen and Syria to Iraq, the regime has armed, trained, and funded terrorist militias that have soaked the earth with blood and guts. And it was Iran's proxy, Hamas, that launched the monstrous October 7th attacks on Israel,
this level of
slaughtering more than 1,000
feeling the
innocent
necessity
people,
to do stuff
including
like this means
46
he's not
Americans,
doing
while
well.
taking 12 of our citizens
I feel like his health
hostage.
must be
It
failing
was
really badly.
brutal. something like the world has never seen before. Iran is the world's #1 state sponsor of terror and just recently killed tens of thousands of its own citizens on the street as they protested. It has always been the policy of the United States, in particular, my administration, that this terrorist regime can never have a nuclear weapon. I'll say it again. They can never have a nuclear weapon. That is why in Operation Midnight Hammer last June, we obliterated the regime's nuclear program at Fordow, Natanz, and Isfahan. After that attack, we warned them never to resume their malicious pursuit of nuclear weapons, and we sought repeatedly to make a deal. We tried. They wanted to do it. They didn't want to do it. Again, they wanted to do it. They didn't want to do it. They didn't know what was happening. They just wanted to practice evil. But Iran refused, just as it has for decades and decades. They've rejected every opportunity to renounce their nuclear ambitions, and we can't take it anymore. Instead, they attempted to rebuild their nuclear program and to continue developing long-range missiles.
I think MAGA is getting quiet in general.
Very good friends and allies in Europe, our troops stationed overseas.
Maddie, what were you saying no about?
And could soon reach the American homeland. Just imagine how emboldened this regime would be if they ever had and actually were armed with nuclear weapons as a means to deliver their message.
Worst thing was that
For these reasons, the United States military is undertaking a massive and ongoing operation to prevent this very wicked, radical dictatorship from threatening America and our core national security interests.
It's all happened.
We are going to destroy their missiles and raise their missile industry to the ground. It will be
so now they're at a point
totally,
where there's
again, obliterated.
I think
we're
they're
going to
finally
annihilate
realizing
their
the
navy.
cognitive
We're going to ensure that the region's
and now
terrorist
they're having to
proxies
second guess
can no
all
longer
the shit.
destabilize the region or the world and attack our forces and no longer use their
I would like to think
IEDs
that,
or
but
roadside bombs, as they are sometimes called, to so gravely wound and kill thousands and thousands of people, including many Americans. And we will ensure that Iran does not obtain a nuclear weapon. It's a very simple message.
What brings you in here?
They will never have a nuclear weapon.
Is it the war?
This regime will soon learn that no one should challenge
the Epstein files is
and
just
might of the United States
insane thing.
Armed Forces. I built and rebuilt our military.
MAGA did that goalpost shift
and
so many times with
there
Epstein.
There is no military on earth even
you can only
close
do it so
to
many
its
times.
Power, strength, or sophistication.
You're
My
in Bahrain?
administration has taken every possible step to minimize
I'm so
the
sorry
risk
to hear that. Are you okay?
U.S. personnel in the region. Even so, and I do not make this statement lightly,
I hope your loved ones are okay.
The Iranian regime seeks to kill. The lives of courageous American heroes may be lost, and we may have casualties.
Well, you have friends in here, Adust.
But we're doing this not for now. We're doing this for the future, and it is a noble mission.
X and F, long time no see.
We pray for every service member as they selflessly risk their lives to ensure that Americans and our children will never be threatened by a nuclear-armed Iran. We ask God to protect all of our heroes in harm's way, and we trust that, with his help, the men and women of the armed forces will prevail. We have the greatest in the world, and they will prevail. To the members of the Islamic Revolutionary Guard, the armed forces,
I want to
all
hear
of the police, I say
the
tonight
title says that
you must
declares
lay
war.
down your weapons and have complete immunity,
I'm wanting
or
to know if
in
he
the
says those
alternative,
words.
face certain death. So lay down your arms. You will be treated fairly with total immunity, or you will face certain death. Finally, to the great, proud people of Iran, I say tonight that the hour of your freedom is at hand. Stay sheltered. Don't leave your home. It's very dangerous outside. Bombs will be dropping everywhere.
He has done.
When we are finished, take over your government. It will be yours to take.
For impeachment.
This will be probably your only chance for generations. For many years, you have asked for America's help, but you never got it. No president was willing to do what I am willing to do tonight. Now you have a president who is giving you what you want. So let's see how you respond. America is backing you with overwhelming strength and devastating force. Now is the time to seize control of your destiny and to unleash the prosperous and glorious future that is close within your reach. This is the moment for action. Do not let it pass. May God bless the brave men and women of America's armed forces. May God bless the United States of America. May God bless you all. Thank you. Probably
What did I miss,
your only chance
Maddie?
for generations.
What did
For
I
many
miss
years,
the
you have
inference
asked
on?
for America's help, but you never got it. No president was willing to do what I am willing to do tonight. Now you have a president who is giving you what you want.
You have
So
a
let's
president?
see
Is that
how
what you're talking
you
about, Maddie?
respond.
There is only
America
one
is
president,
backing
Maddie.
you
It's
with
the president of the United
overwhelming
States.
strength and devastating force. Now is the time to seize control of your destiny.
Oh. Well, thank God Congress are finally doing something. Well, if they're going to do anything, it... Is this necrosis? You have a president. I've seen hotels and buildings where U.S. military personnel reside, but any residential buildings not connected to the U.S. I like how Israel and USA bombs Iran, and it's us who is in the Middle East paying the price. Yeah. Looks like an alien spore. Top Hill Democrats, and importantly, a small number of Republicans watched an alarm Saturday as the U.S. launched a major assault on Iran, decrying President Trump's call for the overthrow of another foreign government without their express approval. Yeah, maybe you should do something, Congress. Maybe you should freaking do something. Trump ordered the strikes on Tehran just days before the GOP-led House and Senate are each set to formally debate and vote on U.S. military action in Iran. Democrats, along with at least 3 Republicans, say the president's decision, with lawmakers scattered across the nation and not planning to return to Washington for days, raises serious questions about the legality of the tech. Oh my God. Can we please stop phrasing things this way? Please. It is unconstitutional. It is illegal. Before the Supreme Court said what it freaking said, it probably would be considered criminal. This should be illegal. It is illegal. It should be criminal. It should be punished. He should be arrested. It's a slap in the face of the United States Congress. The president has launched an illegal war when there is no imminent threat. He did not consult with Congress or allow for a debate in Congress, which even George W. Bush did. Even George W. Bush. Now House and Senate Democratic leaders, as well as the famously anti-interventionist Republican Representative Thomas Massie, are demanding that GOP leaders bring Congress back into session immediately to hold a formal vote on the unfolding conflict in Iran. Importantly, the Constitution conferred the power to declare or initiate war to Congress for a reason. To make war less likely. Yeah, no kidding. Senator Rand Paul, a leading Republican in the Senate effort to curb Trump's war authority, similarly declared, adding that his oath of office is to the Constitution, so with studied care I must oppose another presidential war. You know what's really scary at this point, guys, is if Congress passed a bill that said Trump couldn't do this stuff, I doubt that would stop him. At that point, we would just have to rely on the military to defy unlawful orders. But I don't know how that would go. So we're in a pretty scary place. This is all because people who hate academics, people who hate experts, decided to not only not listen to them, but to distrust them when they warned them that all of this would happen. And Congress to impeach him? I'm really sorry. I can't speak for all of America, but there are many of us that just can't believe this is happening. It's happening to us also. There is a war being waged on us by a minority of our people, and they are tearing our entire system apart. Yeah, we're unable to do anything. I mean, I'm trying to do something here, but with personal life being what it is, it gets in the way of me being able to do the projects that I would like to do and would do if I had more time, because I want to help. I need to make more videos. I need to prepare our documents so they're ready to go, and I need to spread the word on the Constitutional Convention more so that people who need to hear it will hear it. That minority, including both Democrats and Republicans, sure. I mean, I don't think XNF, I mean, I'm not sure what you're referring to. I was referring to the people who still defend all of this. The vast majority of America does not support all of this. And by all of this, I mean, you know, ICE publicly murdering American citizens, disappearing people into the alligator Alcatraz. They're never seen again. Violating our 1st, 2nd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th Amendment rights at a minimum. And 14th. Dismantling the democratic system in America. Murdering people in the Caribbean. It's crazy, though, that Israel has such a hold on the American system. If people had no one to vote for this election, both parties supported war in Israel. I don't know if that means that Israel controls them. I just think that is still the politically advantageous move. And it really should stop being. It really shouldn't be anymore. Maybe one day you'll understand how DNC works. DNC? What are we saying here? What? Yeah, what? Divide and conquer? Maybe XNF, you could actually explain what you're talking about. D&D. Yes, if we want to talk about D&D, then I definitely understand. Doesn't matter what's politically beneficial. Oh, yeah, Deuce, believe me, I agree with you. I definitely understand. The problem is we have a first past the post voting system. So if I want to support people who don't support Israel, I have to vote for the left-leaning candidate, whether or not they support Israel, because only then can I normalize not supporting Israel. Like that the establishment is perfectly content with you fussing about ICE and abortion and late 19th century weapons rights. As opposed to what, XNF? Late 19th century weapons rights? What are you talking about with that? Confusing, homie. Yeah, me too, Maddie. I'm very confused. I don't know what X and F is talking about. Joe Biden warns that Donald Trump will try to steal midterm elections. What? No. Semi-automatic guns? XF, who are you talking to? I don't understand. Ugh. Like, and what would you say would actually matter to them that, like, maybe we should be discussing socialism? I can walk and chew bubblegum. I can talk about socialism and how, like, a pseudo military group is killing Americans in broad daylight on the streets. What? Do you think Jeffries or Schumer care about ICE? No, obviously not. Apparently not. So I don't understand what is the point of all these comments, XNF? Wow, St. Luigi is definitely not facing the federal death penalty? Holy cow. Yeah, just constant W's for Luigi. The party propaganda machine pushes topics like ICE to just... Dude, nobody's fucking pushing ICE, X and F. They're killing Americans. What the fuck are you talking about, dude? You're gonna piss me off. Yeah, what does a distraction even mean at that point? They're grabbing Americans, disarming them, and shooting them multiple times in the back. How is that a distraction? Who is they? Are you talking about the Epstein files? How did that guy survive? What did he not admit to murder? I don't think Luigi admitted to anything. And looks like that might pay off because the prosecution is really messing that up. I'm sorry, MSNBC, CNN, WAPO, New York Times, all murdered schoolgirls? What? What? Yeah, like no matter what, ICE is still out there murdering people. I don't get any of this X and F. Oh yeah, Deuce, that hasn't gone through yet. We're still in the preliminary stages of the trial. I'm their target audience. Let us show you murdering American citizens. XNF, I don't know what you're babbling about, dude. This doesn't make any sense. You're not making any sense. Only 21% of Americans support the United States initiating an attack on Iran. Why is it that high? Like, I understand, like, some certain percentage of people are going to support any crazy measure, but that 21% is insane. Deuce, did he claim those letters? Marjorie Taylor Greene blasts Trump administration as sick fucking liars after Iran strikes divide GOP. Are they really divided? Yeah, I don't really remember any letters either. Well, Adduced, there are some conspiracy theories out there that evidence was fabricated for them to be able to catch somebody and punish them for the crime. But I'm also not familiar with the letters you're talking about. Okay, I'm gonna look into that, Adduced. I want to know what it is you're talking about. Adduced, the killer was found. He was shot. Bit of an extreme take on my part. I mean, I guess however you want to take this, let's not play any games and we'll say that the guy who died was himself a killer. Muslim countries that support today's U.S. strike on Iran: Kuwait, Saudi Arabia, Qatar, Turkey, UAE, Bahrain. Muslim countries that do not support today's U.S. strike on Iran: France, United Kingdom. Wow, that was very clever, ASDFGHJ. Also, good username. Yeah, the US does not support it. And we've got somebody here from Bahrain who doesn't support it either. Operation Epstein Fury? What? Are they in support of the strike, or are they in support of Iran not having nuclear bombs? I mean, if somebody comes in posting something like that, don't expect them to speak honestly. USA has done enough damage in the Middle East. Yeah. The US needs to freaking cool it in general. Things are kind of crazy. Operation Insertion Fury? Oh, that doesn't sound good either. Honestly, that sounds like something Donald Trump would do. May I send Luigi items like books? Can I send Luigi photos? What is this? Legal defense information. Okay. Is this from his legal defense? Or is this just somebody's freaking blog? What is this? Doesn't appear to make any claims. This section includes the most common inquiries received by Agnifilo Introder to date. These responses have been provided by Luigi's legal team, not Luigi himself. Huh. I mean, I haven't heard from them in a long time, but I know there were a lot of women who were just gushing over how attractive Luigi is. I'm sure there were some gay men too. Letters to and from Luigi Mangione. I apologize for the inconvenience of the day. What is this? Sounds okay. So, adduced. This is from a notebook that is allegedly Mangione's, that allegedly was written to the feds to apologize. I don't believe that. Maddie. We don't talk about how cute Luigi is here because, honestly, I'll get flustered. I do apologize for any strife of traumas, but it had to be done. Yeah, I don't think this was written by Mangione. It seems a little ridiculous. Weird. Okay. I can't help that he never takes a bad picture. Oh god, I mean it's true. That's one of the most photogenic people I've seen. Israel is occupied. Palestine people were kicked from their homes and displaced for Israel to take over. Zionism isn't just the believing that Israel has a right to exist. What? Zionism is believing in a very specific conception of what Israel is. Oh, well, thank you, XNF. Always a joy. Okay, well that appears to do it for the major news of the day. Oh boy. Well, I'm glad you can tell, XNF. The percentage of Jews living back then was 3%, and look how many people are there now in Israel due to mass migration. They welcomed the Jews in, and then they took over. It's like you welcoming people into your home, then they decide to take over, oppress you, and kick you out of your own home. They oppress me in my own home? Yeah, I mean, the state of Israel is pretty messed up. MAGA melts down? Okay, let me see this. What is there evidence that MAGA melts down? President Donald Trump is facing a furious MAGA backlash after embarking on an unauthorized strike in Iran that he admits will kill U.S. citizens. Oh no, oh no, oh God, no. No, why? God, no, why? God, why? God, no, why? Okay. Okay, well. Maddie, let's work on the Constitution. What's becoming a massive issue with the news? Trump's Iran decision sparks backlash from Tucker Carlson? Tucker, America is a teenage girl coming home late to be spanked by her daddy? Carlson? All the main news orgs are gatekeeping, and it's leaving people unable to access news. Yeah. Yeah. And things are only getting better with, you know, who owns what. To be fair, many early Zionists sincerely wanted peaceful coexistence. I kept telling people that Trump was committing unauthorized acts of war. If only people would listen to me, then nothing else would have happened. And then I hate these sentiments like this. U.S. midterm elections, 2026 midterm blue wave could block Trump's agenda and launch investigations. Here's what's at stake. The 2026 midterm is at stake. Why are we continuing to talk like it's just going to happen? God. Okay. What is this? Just Article 2? So what, we need Article 1 up here? Gosh, there's so much Article 1. Okay. Let's fix what we're looking at here. Nope. Other way around. Okay, all legislative powers herein granted shall be vested in a Congress of the United States, which shall consist of a Senate and House of Representatives. Maddie, if I recall correctly, we are not messing with the bicameral legislature. The House of Representatives shall be composed of members chosen every second year by the people of the several states, and the electors in each state shall have the qualifications requisite for electors of the most numerous branch of the state legislature. We're going with unicameral? I thought we weren't messing with the bicameral system. I thought you were pretty adamant about that. And I felt like I just came down on the side of the fence and was like, well, I guess we won't worry about it for now. Okay. All right, how are you thinking modified, Maddie? Yes, they came in looking for a home to survive after Holocaust, etc., and the people of Palestine welcomed them in, and now they are bombing them daily. Set up a Congress type SY, Congress type system, but it's statewide vote for House. I'm not sure I'm understanding, Maddie. Alright, I'll move on for right now. The House of Representatives shall be composed of members chosen every second year by the people of the several states, and the electors in each state shall have the qualifications requisite for electors of the most numerous branch of the state legislature. Okay. No person shall be a representative who shall not have attained the age of 25 years and been 7 years a citizen of the United States, and who shall not, when elected, be an inhabitant of that state in which he shall be chosen. 7 years a citizen. Okay, we need a age limit. What? 65? Yes, we do need to change pronouns from he. I'm totally fine with they. Oh, yes, I'll term limit. Bro, these neighbors' kids got to stop jumping above me like every sound feels like a drone strike now. Deuce, I'm so sorry. That has to be a nightmare to be living through. Instead of districts, the entire state votes on the representatives. That's also based on population. You know, districts are kind of fucked at this point. And I don't think most people in the United States care about somebody representing their small geographical area in such a way that the people need to be from that geographical area or limited to. Little Donnie Fund, hey, how's it going? I'm doing good tonight. Living the high life. I mean, things are kind of crazy out in the world, but when it comes to your attitude, you just kind of have to ignore those things. Fucking turbo ad. Hell yeah. Let's go turbo ad. Make me some money. Because that's important. Did want to see. Where did that go? I don't know. Little Johnny Fun was asking how you are, considering everything crazy going on right now. Term limit. Where is the section that has the length of a term for a representative? Every second year? Sam706, hey, what's going on? Oh, yeah, Mehdi, you can change the stream title, that's fine. To working on the Constitution. Oh, on the Discord, little Donnie Fund? Ah, right. Little Donnie Fund, you asking about like some behind the scenes, some like back of house stuff, I would appreciate that. Oh, up above. This is you, right? Maybe not. Oh, that's something I hadn't thought of. What about the Fed in relation to the rewriting? Yeah, Maddie, I'm gonna drop this news right now. So I'm gonna take the next week off. I'm gonna come back in a week. I'm going to try and take care of a bunch of back of house stuff. I'm gonna try and take care of like getting opportunities to do some live debates on other people's channels, or getting involved with like some maybe conservative debate spaces. So yeah, I'm gonna try and do a reorientation here, because obviously people are not down to just have what's the word I'm looking for? Spur of the moment. I'm trying to think of just like out of the blue debates. People aren't looking to like call in. It's just disappeared. Nobody's supporting MAGA right now. I'm gonna fix Nightbot. I'm gonna figure out what the heck's going on with Nightbot. I forgot that wasn't working. My bad. Yeah, revamp week. Let's go. Hadn't thought of what. Some good news for me. I'm gonna take a class in summer to get my feet back into law school. Hell yeah, Sam. Let's go. Then fall, I'm gonna take 2 classes, and spring take 3. At that point, it will be as if I was on track to start 2L. All right. Maybe, I mean, conversation. Yeah, I was more impromptu. That's the word I was looking for. Yeah, it doesn't seem like people are down for impromptu debates or conversations about political stances, at least as much as they were in like a couple months ago when I was actually getting a lot of engagement. It seemed like when I was staying up until 4 in the morning debating people. Yeah. Things are bad when conservatives realize that they can't support their own positions online. Yeah, networking with other spaces, I think, is my best move right now. Other than like trying to make some other content that isn't live, finishing that Deltarune theory video, trying to get some of that traffic, and then releasing a bunch of stuff like related to our draft documents, related to pushing the Constitutional Convention. Yeah, and you know, Maddie's hooked me up with Echoplex Media before, and that was good. I also need to follow up with him. Oh my god. Yeah, that's what I need to do. I need to integrate. And, you know, I've been doing this long enough that I feel like more comfortable in the space, so I can engage with some other folks, and I'm supposed to find an opportunity to debate on the horseradish patch. I'll see what I can do with that. And always raid. Thank you, Maddie. Here's something I think could be use law news. Not sure if there's enough of that for every day, or if follow Ivan Neo. Okay. Maddie, do you have anybody that I can raid tonight? Is he on? Man, I was starting to get really tired from all those like 4 or 5 a.m. debates, and now I'm kind of missing them. Dashboard. Let's find somebody to raid. Sad Girl? I don't know Sad Girl. My main... Yeah, I'm gonna raid now. My biggest struggle with doing this channel has been just the sheer lack of time that I have as a attorney in the daylight. I wish I had more time to just like watch more people's content, spend more time on other people's live content. I feel like I could get a bigger knowledge base. Maybe I should just, you know, spend some time doing that instead of streaming. I would love to like try streaming as a full-time job, but it's like hard to, you know, throw yourself at that, right? Okay. Sad Girl. She's a lefty. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, or unless like you just had a ton of money, you're like, all right, I'm gonna like take some time from work and just absolutely throw myself at this. But I mean, even then, it's like, what good is that time spent if you don't already have a broad base? Can't believe we're still having the Zionist conversation in the background of chat. Okay.
Saying what he did to women is on tape. But there were just lawsuits to get the BBC to basically never show
War Watch.
the
Okay. Sure, let's raid Sad
and
Girl.
investigation that they did ever again. So you can't find it anywhere.
All right, guys, I'm going to do my sign off, and then we're going to raid Sad Girl, catch some of her news coverage. I'm No Nothing Attorney. I know nothing, so you can too, because it's only in embracing that we know nothing that we can learn anything. And that's what I aim to do here every time I'm live. Let's learn from you guys. She's based. I do like based people. If you have a lot of money, you can do whatever you want. I mean, that's true, Maddie. But, I mean, there are better ways to use your time still. As always, I'm proud of you. I don't need to know you for that to be real. It's true, and you deserve to hear it. If only because life is hard, it's always been hard, and it always will be hard. The way you face each and every single day, the way you do, is remarkable. So stay remarkable, and I'll see y'all in a week. Hopefully I'll have a new strategy worked out by then. Okay, let's start this raid. Revamp. A full revamp might require more than a week, but we'll see. Alright, y'all have a good night.
Like these guys were known for sleeping with 13-year-olds, raping 13-year-olds. They were known for this. Okay, like to the point where like the agencies were like, you need to stop doing that. And these are the people that Donald Trump hung around with.